Today, we're really zeroing in on just one specific piece of text. It's the message aimed at school leaders from the TOP.School.
Right.
And our job here is basically to investigate their big claim: seamless curriculum integration.
Yeah, that phrase jumps right out.
It does because, for any school leader thinking about new tech, the first thought is always, oh no, disruption. Is this going to mean throwing everything out? Or does it actually work with what we have?
And that's exactly the nerve they're trying to soothe right off the bat. They
Yeah.
talk about avoiding that wholesale migration worry.
Okay, so how? What's the actual mechanism they say they use?
Well, the key word they use is ingest. The platform can apparently take in, consume and process any local curriculum you've got.
Hmm.
Textbooks, learning materials, whatever you're currently using. So the starting point is your stuff, not some generic content.
Okay, ingestion. That sounds, well, potentially good. But let's push on that a bit. Does ingesting mean a massive IT project for the school? Like reformatting every PDF, every standard? That's often where the real pain is hidden.
That's a fair question.
Yeah.
Definitely. The way they frame it, though, is that this tailoring is part of the deal. They say they work hand in hand with you
Uh-huh.
to make sure it's, and this is their phrase, perfectly tailored to your standards and educational identity.
Right, identity, that's key.
Exactly. So the message for you, the school leader, is
Yeah.
this isn't a foreign system taking over. It's meant to supercharge, enhance what you already trust, keep your identity, but make it more effective.
Okay, so let's assume the logistical side, the ingestion is handled smoothly. Now, what about the supercharging part? How does reading a PDF curriculum turn into this promised interactive, deep learning experience? What's actually doing the work?
Right. This is where we get into the core engine, so to speak. They talk about it being built on, well, three main pillars.
Yeah.
First, there's cognitive science. Nobel Prize winning stuff, apparently, about how memory really works, how learning sticks.
Durable memory.
Second, they mention proven finished pedagogy, which I think in this context means focusing on deep understanding, mastery, not just cramming for a test.
Right, not just surface level.
And third, there's the tech, cutting-edge adaptive AI. That's the piece that sort of connects the science and the pedagogy.
That sounds potentially powerful, but also a bit abstract. You mentioned moving away from basic learning. What does that look like, the stuff that gets forgotten quickly? And how does the system replace it?
Yeah, basic learning is essentially just rote memorization. You learn it, you forget it, weak connections in the brain. This system aims to bypass that stage. It pushes towards two more advanced stages. First is deep learning.
Okay.
That's about building strong, really durable neural pathways. So the knowledge isn't just memorized, it can be applied, transferred, it lasts.
Makes sense. And the second stage, you mentioned mastery.
Yes, mastery. That's the ultimate goal. It's moving beyond just applying rules. It's developing like expert intuition, seeing the patterns.
Oh, okay. Like really getting it.
Exactly. And the how is interesting. They say the system transforms every single concept from your ingested material into get this up to 100 unique deep learning tasks.
100 for each concept.
That's what it says. Science-based tasks. The idea is to avoid passive learning entirely, keep the student actively engaged in different ways.
Wow. Okay. That level of variety and targeting must tie directly back to the classroom teacher then. It sounds like it's built to complement what they do, not replace them.
Precisely. That's explicitly stated. It's positioned as a support tool. For teachers, it seems like there are two big wins here.
Right.
First, that adaptive AI offers really powerful differentiation. It picks the right task out of those 100 for where each student is at.
So personalization at scale.
You could say that. And second, maybe just as important for you as a leader, all this targeted practice happens without needing you to overhaul your existing teaching methods or schedules. It works within your established framework. It supports your school's identity. So if we boil it all down for you listening, the core promise isn't about changing your curriculum documents. You trust those already. It's about upgrading the student's actual learning process, their cognitive machinery, applying this engine built on cognitive science and mastery directly onto the materials you already use.
Right. Which leads to a final thought, maybe a question for you to chew on after this dive. If some external system can genuinely guarantee it will build deep expertise, real lasting knowledge using your own trusted resources, and do it without blowing up your existing frameworks, does that change how you think about the difference between just adopting another piece of tech and truly empowering the system you've already built? Something to consider.